inside more than the good bacteria. After a while, you start to wear this thing out. Things will start to leak in. You don't deal with it, it will start to separate. It's called leaky gut. And then for no rhyme or reason, it bloat. Bloat, gas cannot come out. It only bloat. Sometimes the stomach just chewy, okay? And then sometimes constipate, sometimes cannot come out water. So it's a very, and you go and see a doctor, they say, oh, generally it's called irritable bowel syndrome. Okay? The naturopath call it leaky gut. It's already damaged. And what damaged is alcohol, environment, infection, fatty diet, stress, drugs, genetic, and lifestyle. Everything about you. Okay. And what does it cause? Type 1 diabetes, fatty liver, brain disease, inflammatory bowel syndrome, okay, autoimmune, obesity, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease. Just because the lining of your intestine is damaged, that's the entry of all your nutrients. Okay, so now you know that this is a big problem. And allow me to introduce, there are bacteria that harms more than the bacteria that don't harm. We have two types of bacteria. One is called Bacteroidetes, the other one is called Firmicutes. Okay, have you heard of this? Yes, no? Most of you haven't heard. I asked for the sake of asking. This bacteria was found, doctors, the researchers, and those people are very, the stomach big one, cannot seem to shrink it. They go to the intestine, they pull out, they found a lot of these bacteria inside. And the fellow cannot pull out weight one, like this one down here. Last time she did, it's called waste your food type of people, you know. Okay. They found this bacteria inside the stomach. And what the researchers do is they take this, they plant here, they take this, plant here, this fellow lose weight, fellow gain weight. And I said, oh, you did not inherit the genes, you inherit the bacteria from your parents. Okay, so now they found it's the bacteria. Because this bacteria causes inflammation and insulin resistance. There we go again. So it's the bacteria. So do you need to manage your gut? You need to manage your gut. Okay? And how to manage your gut? There are two ways to deal with it. You know, but anyway, by the age 20, most of your gut is all damaged already. Because, you know, children, when they start teething, what do you give them? Biscuit. You're supposed to give them a flower or broccoli. But they give us baby biscuit. And this one, hospital give one. So that's scary, that's processed food, you know. You start when they're teething, you know. Never give those babies who are teething all those kind of things. Huh? You're still eating it, right? Your son 24 already, you're still giving your son. Okay. So the idea is, first, stop sugar, second, stop gluten. These are the two things you need to stop to start the healing process of the gut. Okay? So this is gluten. Roti, spaghetti, and all these kind of things, right? Then some people say, oh, I'm Chinese, I don't eat all these kind of things. Really, man? This one, yeah? That's also gluten. Nice, right? Now you're hungry, eh? Okay, I know. And then the vegetarian say, no, I don't eat gluten because I'm vegetarian. This is gluten. The best part is they wash away everything and leave the gluten behind to make the fake meats, the mock meats. That's gluten. That one will damage the intestine. A lot of vegetarian, the intestine not damaged, you know. And do you know that all this thing contains gluten? Do you know that there's wheat inside soya sauce? They put wheat inside soya sauce? You can't forget. Okay. Then what about sugar? Like that now, I say, Oliver, this kind of sweet one, I don't touch. All the sugar I don't touch. I say, really, man? You eat this? You know how much sugar inside the soup, yeah? This one has 13 teaspoons of sugar inside there. It's young. After finishing, they say, can you top up the soup?
Yes.
You know what you're topping? Sugar water. Anybody who cook, you know how much you put in. Okay? This one has 9 teaspoons of sugar inside. Tom yum, very high in sugar because it's sour. Lemonade, okay? You know how much sugar they put in? Also, don't tell me you're in Singapore and you don't take sugar. You don't take sugar. What's that? They have not much, especially commercial. And dishes outside there that taste good now, they have put in a tablespoon of sugar inside there. But of course, the all this is not a tablespoon now, they put in the whole. And they say rock sugar very healthy. Who told you that? Do you know how they manage rock sugar now? The manufacturer go and buy sugar, the normal sugar, melt it and make the rock sugar, sell it back to you. Is that idiotic? No? Okay? Wow, this is my favorite thing. Let's go again. Indian rojak. Here's my question to you. Can everybody repair your gut by avoiding this totally?
Cannot lah.
Can avoid or not?
Very hard.
Never life. It's not possible to avoid this. But this, I'm telling you, this is damaging your. Okay? I bake a lot of bread. Later, let's see whether you eat or not. There's gluten and sugar inside the thing. I tell you, you can say until the cow come home, people will still eat one. Down here teaching down there, they open Cinnabon long queue. Glenda helped one uncle, the stomach so big. After weighing him, you must get rid of it. Amoy. She's not Amoy, she's 58 years old. She could be older than him, you know. Amoy, this one, 50 years of Jinhua inside there, you want me to get rid of it? Abalone, everything inside there. You want me to shark fin, you want me to get rid of it? Damn stubborn. He said, oh, okay, bye. Batman says, you can only help a person who wants you to help. If the person who wants you to help, go to the next person. Cannot one. Okay? By 20, most people have damaged intestinal lining to a certain extent. Some very little, some a lot, depending on what you put in the mouth. Huh? Okay, so the only way is to rest and repair you gotta let your stomach rest. I'm not asking you to stop eating. Okay, you let your stomach rest and let it repair. You gotta give it the chance to repair. Okay, so imagine this is your stomach lining that's damaged, this is a normal stomach lining. And imagine when you scrape a knee, you fall out, sometimes go MRT, okay, and then you get one hole in the kneecap. What you do is you put some antiseptic cream. And then after that, you put what? Plaster, right? Stomach, how to do? Antiseptic, go a long one, then after that, take another pipe, put the plaster. You can't do that. Okay? So what you do is this. First, you coat it with a layer of good bacteria. Okay, you can buy them outside, or if you want something stronger called the Lactobacillus fundamentum, this one is antibiotic resistant and chemo resistant. So when somebody take antibiotic, all your bacteria all completely gone. This one is still around to protect. Okay, and this is the antiseptic. Then coat it with a layer of an antioxidant called anthocyanin. You know what anthocyanin is? It's a purple antioxidant found in where? On your black, purple, green, brightly colored. Not the green ones. They are anthocyanin inside. And I got news for you. Clinical trials has been done on anthocyanin, on the intestinal repair. 12 weeks clinical trial found that the Firmicutes bacteria actually dropped. 12 weeks of treatment, you plaster it, okay, plaster the inside. Fatty liver actually come down. And less water retention. You know what water retention is like? When you wake up in the morning, sometimes you just woke up and say, water retention, you can see your face different from afternoon. Your face morning different from afternoon. Some people the face afternoon and morning the same one. Like my son because he doesn't sleep. Okay? And if you go out the plane, you take up your shoe, 7 hours later the plane land, cannot go in. You have a water retention issue, you don't know only. You know there's a lot of water inside your belly area. And later I'll ask Glenda to show you how to take it out. Okay. Now this anthocyanin is not created all equal, but anyway, an adult needs 215 milligrams a day. We are consuming about 25 milligrams a day. Your plaster not enough. Okay? And this anthocyanin, there are only 2 strains that actually work based on clinical trials, cyanidin and difenidine. There are many types of anthocyanin. Purple only we eat. Okay? And this comes basically from these 3 natural foods. And you need 215 milligrams a day. Some people say, can I eat the natural food and like rice, black rice? I say, yeah, but before your stomach get well, you become big fat pig. Because you know how much rice you have to take. It's just not possible, right? So what the company has done is we have concentrated 250 milligrams in soft gel form for people to swallow. It's called Reset. Remember this name, it's called Reset. Plaster. There are 2 key biomarkers that cause of cardiovascular disease. I would like you to learn how to look at biomarkers. Okay, biomarker number 1. You know, chronic inflammation causes all this, including cancer. You know what I say? All this, everything here. Brain disease, diabetes, metabolic disorder, cardiovascular, bone muscular, all come from inflammation. And in your lab report, you go for a lab report to check your blood, you can see all this kind of things, C-reactive protein, I can't even pronounce this, plasma viscosity, cytokine, and all this. Not everybody can read this. All this tells you you have inflammation in your body. So instead of reading this one leave it to the doctor. The doctor don't panic, you don't panic. The doctor panic, you better panic. Okay. Instead of reading this, read yourself other what we call biomarkers. And one of the biomarkers is your food. Look at your food. So the number 1 food that people say, fruits are healthy. Have you heard of this? Yes. Fruits are natural, fruits are healthy. Huh? How healthy can fruits be? Corn used to look like that until we farm it. Corn actually does not exist until we GMO that thing. Banana used to have a lot of seeds, now the banana no. There's something about these seeds here. Okay. A banana used to have a lot of seeds, okay? Last time when you're young, you think, oh, that means you very long time ago. Dinosaur. Okay. Watermelons look like that, but now all red. How healthy can fruits be? Glenda's auntie believes in fruits because they say the medical world say fruits are healthy, so she eats a lot of fruit every meal. End of the day, non-alcoholic fatty liver. Because a natural apple is this big. Today the Fuji apple is like that. Natural man, healthy man. It's not. So do not be an extremist. Do not be extremist. I'm not saying fruits are not healthy, but don't be so extremist. Fruits are healthy, therefore the more I eat, the better it is. It is not. Okay? And the best part is we don't eat like this. We herd and then we make into juice. It's called the juice diet. Your insulin will skyrocket. Okay? And we call this made of natural fruits. You believe me? People believe, oh, this one made of natural fruit. It must be good. It must be fruits. Okay? And that's how we go crazy. Once you look at all this, you know that you have inflammation. You don't even have to look at all those lab report. Another one you look at is protein good for health. Is it true? Yeah, Health Promotion Board is pushing us to take a lot of protein, right? So if you eat protein, great. Unfortunately, now we don't eat this kind of protein. We eat protein like this. Processed fish, processed chicken, don't know what, and then hot dog. Have you seen this come out from an animal before? Have you seen a hot dog animal? No, right? What did God create? God created this, right? You backside itchy and do this, right? Your body is God's creation, of course, spoil what? You get the drift right now? These are your biomarkers. You don't need science. These are your biomarkers. Grains, eat grains, great. Eat grains, huh? But you think we eat the grains like that? No. We eat the grains like that. We redo it because very hard to bite. Very rough. I want something put in the mouth, melt in the mouth, whoop, haven't swallowed. You go Ipoh, they say the hor fun, you put in your mouth, you haven't swallowed, flop the whole thing, group, go in. That's very smooth. That's what they tell me. The Ipoh hor fun, you heard of this before? Whole what? Whole what? Go in. Okay, so asking for trouble. Nobody ever say, hey, you go to Geylang, that corner down there, there's a very good grain shop. Nobody say that one. You say, oh, there's a very good laksa shop. Where got people say grain shop one? Who the hell is interested in a laksa shop? Mee pok, famous mee pok. Okay, but all these Bukit Permai lor mee. The fella do until count. No more already. No, the person who Deng Sei Hong cross the bridge, passport chop. So we got no more Bukit Permai lor mee. Okay, so you know that these are your biomarkers. So this is the subcutaneous fat. This one soft one. You use a hand. You pull. Everybody pull. Feel it. Can pull a layer. That's the subcutaneous fat. Some people say no need to pull. You can see. Okay. And then there's the organ fat. This one usually happens in men. Men start accumulating organ fat at puberty. Women, naturally, if you are healthy eating, women will start accumulating organ fat when they go through menopause. So men's organ fat naturally higher. So those uncles drinking beer, they will roll up their shirt and stomach. You can see your teeth there on shiny. Your breast is hard. You can die one and all. Women one you press soft. Okay? It's called muffin top. Waterfall, they give funny names. Kueh lapis. And someone go and wear tube some more. They stand up, I can still put credit card like that. Credit card cannot drop out. Okay? So the organ fat is a problem because you cannot just remove it like that by starving yourself. It doesn't work like that. That one we need to do. Okay? Obesity related inflammation. So high body fat, especially the organ fat, gives you chronic inflammation again. So we need to deal with the fat. We need to deal with two things. One is the stomach, one is the fat. You solve these two problems, most of it is gone. Okay? So then again, those people are not stand on the body analyzer machine, please later after that go and stand. Before you eat the bread, go and stand. After you stand, come back, no more, not my problem. So, Alfred, put the ladies